arm was blocked, another one shanked because of a bad snap, but he's back to his old self, 2 for 2.
All right, we're back. Busting Heads Boxing. We're going to talk about the mighty executioner. 44 years old. Still fighting like a young buck. Well, he just whooped up on Ornelas Enrique. I think I pronounced it right, but whoever, I mean, that was just
nobody cares who he is.
A little bump in the road for the executioner, which he says, look, I'm going to be the heavyweight champion of the world. I'm still trying to do what Roy Jones did because I still want to show him up. All right? The executioner is saying, look, I'm 44 years old.
He'll be 45 in January, too.
Man, 45. Man, this guy's unstoppable. But it goes to show, here's what happens when you take care of your body. It really hurts fighters when they constantly move up and down in weight classes. Take note, Mr. Williams. That's what happens when you go back and forth. It kind of destroys your body. But no Hopkins for many years stayed at that one weight class. Then towards the end, then he started moving up. I think that has been really great. And plus, boxing is a lifestyle. Take note to a certain heavyweight who just got his ass whooped because he wasn't in shape, and he doesn't live a boxer's lifestyle, and that's why he's on the undercard. He's not a
real contender anyway. Who cares?
All right, so Bernard Hopkins, can he be the next heavyweight champion of the world? Well,
yeah, sadly enough. I mean, David Haye, I don't. Oh man. Yes, he can. I think he's savvy enough to where he could beat David Haye. He could outbox him, keep from getting hit by a big shot. But now Hopkins' style gives him a chance against any man who's not just way bigger than him like the Klitschko brothers would be. Like, David Haye isn't that much bigger than Hopkins. They're about the same height. I think Haye is probably maybe a couple inches taller. I think, how tall is Hopkins? 6'1", 6'2"?
6'1", he is 6'1".
I think Haye is about 6'3", so the height, there's not that much of a difference in height to where Hopkins couldn't overcome it. And like I said, he's way savvy enough to be able to outbox Haye and get a decision. He can frustrate anybody with his style, which is why he's still effective at 44, going on 45 in a month or so. The man can fight until he's 50.
Wow. With
the way I think it's more so his style than his conditioning and taking care of his body that's carried him this far.
But physically, he's a man.
With his style of fighting, he's never going to take a lot of punishment.
Right.
So if you're not taking punishment, you're saving yourself a lot of years. He's not going to be the last war that I remember seeing him in. I think was his first fight with Antoine Eccles, and he pretty easily won that fight. But that was probably the last fight where I actually saw him exchanging and taking shots. So love him or hate him, or be annoyed by him, Hopkins isn't going anywhere until he feels like it. Nobody's going to be beating him up anytime soon. So, can he be heavyweight champion? Yes. Will he be? I hope not. I don't want to see it. I don't want to. Actually, you know what? I kind of do want to see it. I want to see a 45-year-old man go up and embarrass the heavyweight division by beating one of their champions.
Damn, but can you imagine fucking Bernard Hopkins' fucking ego at that fucking point? Can you, man, Boy,
I don't think B Hop has much of an ego. I think he's just driven more so by competition and than anything else. You know, he's already made it to where people thought that he wouldn't.
right.
Like I remember when I was watching him fight Antoine Eccles. I think that was when I first became familiar with Bernard Hopkins. You know, as an individual fighter, apart from the Roy Jones fight. And you know, back then when he was his own promoter, and you know he was his own boss, people didn't think that he would get to where he is today. So he's already won. There's nothing else that he has to prove to anybody.
Hey, I got so much respect for B Hops, man. He's a great all-time great Philly fighter, and I think he can become the heavyweight champion of the world, man. At least one of them. Everybody beating Hay, because he's not gonna beat none of the Klitschko brothers, but Hay, just like Ruiz, it was there for Roy Jones. Hay is there for Bernard Hopkins.
You think Hay would fight him though?
Heck no. Heck no. Not a chance.
That'd be smart.
Not a chance. He would not be that stupid, man. But good luck, man, and if it happens, let it happen, man. All right, so we're gonna